Hi everybody, today I'm doing a video on local listings, and local listings are all the directory sites on Google that have kind of replaced the yellow pages over the years. And what I want to show you today is some opportunities that you may have in your local listings, and you'll only see your location, or if you're managing several, you'll see those locations when you go into local listings. So we're going to pick one of these and I will show you the local listings. Some of them you will be familiar with and a lot of them you will not. But when someone searches for Tool Cedar Trails apartments, they will find their Google business profile, but they will also see all these local listings flooded with your contact information. Up here you'll see that there's a total of 42 listings, 30 are synced, 12 for this location are submitted. All this really means, because they're all submitted, is that BirdEye has different relationships with different directory sites. But they have all been submitted, they all have your contact info, and you're good to go. This is where we look for things that come unhooked. And this is where we look for things like this. So this is actually a good example. When you log in here and see something like this, please let us know and we will come in and check this for you and get any of that fixed. Don't feel like you need to troubleshoot anything. There's probably, since this is Google Maps and BirdEye's rolled out some new options, there's probably some new things that we need to connect. So just let us know. And then here's another way that you can look at all of the directory sites. Duplicate suppression would be for reviews, duplicate reviews, things like that. The Google Q&A, this is a really good opportunity. Let's look at this one since it has a lot. People go to your Google business profile and they can ask questions. It's super important that you answer those questions, and those questions will come into your inbox. So be sure to check this multiple times per day and download the BirdEye phone app if you haven't done that. You'll use your same login that you use on your computer. And that way when somebody asks a question, because all questions are time sensitive, you can quickly and easily give them an answer. And even though some of these are old, you can go back, like let's see, there's 10 here that are unanswered. You can still come in here and answer these. You can also click add a Q&A and add your frequently asked questions that you want to be public on your Google business profile. You can add your question, your answer, and then save, and it will save right onto your Google business profile, but you'll also be able to see it here and make adjustments as needed. Google services. Not too many of you will probably use this unless you offer specific special services to your residents. If you do, I highly recommend using this to let them know about those services. For Google, for this section, which is Google Local SEO, this is brand new. Actually, several of these are new. And I'll pull up a random location here so we can look at this. And what this is showing is how you're ranking by keyword from your Google business profile. Your website might have a totally separate set of keywords and they work differently together. So for this particular location, we need to think about some more keywords to add. So let's try San Angelo apartments, which is still a little vague. You could also do San Angelo apartments. Hang on here. Messed that. Okay, I wanted to grab an address because this is another way you can do this. San Angelo apartments and your address. Click on this and it adds it as a keyword. If you offered low income housing, you could add that as a keyword. Or this location also is family oriented, I believe. You could add a keyword of family housing or whatever the keyword might be for that. And we can help you with that if you need a little help. But let's go ahead and save these two and see how that helps our keyword ranking. Probably it'll throw at least one of those up into the yellow area, and then over the next week or so, it'll probably change it to yellow or green. Let's give this a second to populate. Okay, so you can see that changed that. Did I go into the right location? Well, here's another one that I was messing with if I went into the wrong San Angelo. It doesn't change your placement in the rankings. Only getting more reviews can do that, so be sure to have that QR code flyer out that we sent to you. We can create one for each person in the office if you would like for us to. Kind of create a little competition amongst yourselves to see who can get the most reviews, and maybe the winner buys lunch or the other way around. But that's super important to do. And as we figure out together which keywords are working best for your location, and you can let us know of some that you think that need to be added, or you can come in here and add them, things will start to change for you. Down here you can kind of see some keyword rank changes. Since it was only ranking apartment complex and apartment building, it got kind of, it just started tanking. So we need to freshen up the keywords for all of the locations, and we would appreciate any help that you can give us on your particular location so we can get that going for you. Feel free to go in here and play with this, check it out, and reach out if you want some extra training on this or if you have any questions.